Hi my friends, welcome to our channel and you can congratulate me. I've just uploaded on our second channel English with Alexander, a great course. So 70 phrasal verbs in English grammar with examples and explanations. Really, you know that you'll see lots of English grammar explanations, and so this course isn't very short. It lasts for about 2 hours, almost 2 hours English speaking, grammar and listening practice. Yeah, if I look at some other courses, you see that just the examples. If you look at this course, at our course, so I'll place a link below the video so you can follow it. I'll try to explain actually the main difference between this or that structure, and I also try to focus on very common mistakes students make. Students never stop making, you see. And I believe it's much more intensive and productive. For example, we explain when we need ing after certain phrasal verbs. Good. More examples. I also believe that one example isn't enough. You need at least 2 or more examples, So just level 1, and I think that it's enough, for pre-intermediate students and low intermediate level, these 70 phrasal verbs list. Okay, so what next? So there are some very common mistakes I don't want you to make any longer. I also focus on such things as that sometimes phrasal verbs have more than one main meaning. So we're talking about the main meaning of phrasal verb, like give up. You know that it means stop doing, and you see some examples, some grammar explanations, and you also need to know that it has the second meanings, like be disappointed, depressed, or extremely unhappy. So it has the second meaning. Good. Alright, so what's next? And I also believe that when you start phrasal verbs, you need to start with the most simple ones. It's what you see here, just very simple ones, and then you see more and more difficult ones. Okay, I'm not going to read everything. Students may ask me, okay, why do we need such a long course? Almost 2 hours. We can read everything. Let's look how many slides we have. Alright, so 70 phrasal verbs. It's about almost 30 slides, so we can read it in 20 minutes. But if you read it in 20 minutes, it isn't effective at all. You need to listen to it several times, and you listen to it very carefully. You need to think, because there are also exercises in this course, so you need to think much more. Alright, so what's next? There are some very common mistakes, like, how will it be correct to say I'll write down it or I'll write it down? And for example, there is a rule that if you have a pronoun like it, him, her with a phrasal verb, you put it in the middle. Good, very good. So then you see some similar phrasal verbs like for example, turn back, get back, come back. So you'll see them together. Then the difference between wash up and wash the dishes, some very natural expressions for spoken English like get back to. And you know that the main difference is that we focus on grammar. So you can know, maybe 1000 phrasal verbs, but if you don't know how to use them effectively, if you don't know, for example, what grammar structure you need. For example, let's look at look forward to. How will you say look forward to? So we all know that it means that we want it, but I have several questions. So the first question is, name some examples, give us some examples, and then, so what tense? Present simple or present continuous, past simple or past continuous? Because, students often ask me, okay, so how will be correct to say I look forward to or I'm looking forward to? And you need to know the difference between the use of these tenses too. You also need to know that it's possible to say, in either present simple or present continuous, or in either past simple or past continuous. It's also correct, and you need to understand these small but very important differences. And I try to give very simple explanations, and I try to highlight the most important things and put very common mistakes in red, like this. You see, when you see a new word, you can say I've never met this word, or simply you can say I've never come across this word. But if you have a pronoun, you can't say I've never come across it. You need to say I've never come it across. Alright, so there are opposite phrasal verbs. They are given. So one by one, go up and go down. So what's next? I try to explain the difference between in and into. So the main difference between in and into. And I know that there are thousands of questions concerning such prepositions as in and out. When do we need to say get in, get out? So get into or get out of, or get out or get off. And I just try to put this explanation in two lines. So okay, very good. And I also believe that it's very important to give more than one meaning if it's the main meaning. It's like get out of. We know that we use it, for example, for cars. Get out of, it means leave. Like get out, I'll get out of this car, or I'll get out of this place, but it can sound very rude. And I believe that you need to know the difference, because you can say get out, and you will think, okay, just leave this place, you can leave this place. But in fact, if you say get out, it'll be, very rude, so I don't want to see you any longer. Okay, there are also some false pairs, like put on and put off. I just don't know, but students often think that the opposite phrasal verb is put off, put on and put off. So these are two opposite phrasal verbs, but it isn't so. It's a very big mistake. Alright, so okay, my friend, I tried to focus on the main meanings. For example, look up, it also has several main meanings, but it's just the first level. So I believe that this level is extremely useful, maybe not for beginners, because this level is higher. It's for strong elementary, strong pre-intermediate, and lower and intermediate level. So the idea is that we've included lots of examples, lots of practice, lots of explanations in this level, so not just one example, and maybe some context. You know that it's very easy maybe to make up a sentence with save up, but just a short story, a short text. Some people say that we need to save up more, but I think we need to earn more. What do you think? Alright, my friend, and the idea is that you see the explanations of some words like manage. If you don't know, for example, how to translate manage, you know that manage means could or was or were able, the difference between in and into. And it's difficult because of course I can read it, like let me give you a short example of it. Alright, so look after, take care of. I look after my parents, they're old and they need my help. Break in, enter illegally and steal something. They managed to break in, so they could break in, they were able to break into something. The criminals, thieves, robbers broke into the bank and stole a very big sum of money. It was a robbery. Okay, and so you may study using this way hundreds of phrasal verbs, but it will be just an illusion that you know these phrasal verbs. You can never learn it. You can never learn phrasal verbs if you're so fast. You know, sometimes you need to be slower, yeah? And if you are slower, you'll have more progress. And yeah, in conclusion, yeah, if you remember that at the end of this video I said the following, so I don't want to record videos any longer on English. I don't want to do it any longer. I just want to record great videos, not just videos, but great videos, great video courses with examples, explanations, and so on. Yeah? To be as short and as informative and as useful as possible. My friends, see you. I hope that you can, you know, have a look at this video, and I'm also looking forward to your feedback. Thank you, my friends. Thank you. Good luck.